Today's tutorial is about researching case law using topics and headnotes. Researching case law online can be challenging. Unlike statutes and secondary authorities, case law does not have a table of contents or index to help you identify relevant cases. A simple keyword search can be incomplete and inefficient because judges don't always use the same terms to discuss similar concepts. Legal publishers have addressed this problem by creating classification systems, hierarchical outlines of the law that assign uniform terms to tag cases that discuss common legal concepts. Today, you will learn how to use the classification systems of the two most popular legal research databases. Westlaw's classification system is called the Topic and Key Number System. Every officially reported case is analyzed by a West editor. The editor identifies individual points of law that the case stands for, writes a summary of each point of law, called a headnote, and tags the case with one or more entries from the topic and key number system that apply to that point of law. There are several ways to use the key number system to find relevant cases. One way is to access the topic and key number system directly to choose a subject by drilling down the hierarchy. Here are the steps. Access the system by clicking on the Tools tab on the main page. Choose the West Key Number System from the tools listed. The top level of the key number system is made up of broad topics. Each topic is assigned a topic number. Each topic is divided into specific subjects, which are assigned a key number. For our example, we will explore Topic 8, Accord and Satisfaction. You will now see a list of subjects. Each is assigned a unique key number. Let's explore key number 3, persons between whom made. This key number is further broken down into subsections. The number of substrata in the outline varies depending on the complexity of the topic. Let's look at subsection 2, satisfaction by one of joint debtors or wrongdoers. You may also use the topic and key number as a search term in a query to limit your results to cases that have been classified to a particular point in the key number system. The format for the search term is the topic number followed by the letter K and then the key number. When you have reached the most specific level of the outline, you will see a list of cases that have been classified under this topic and key number. Each entry has the case name and citation and a headnote that summarizes the court's holding on that particular point of law. This list is called a digest. Here you can see that 75 cases have been classified under this topic and key number. If you want to broaden your search, click on the next highest level of the outline. If you want to narrow your search, use the options on the left-hand panel. If you already have a relevant case, there are two ways you can use the topic and key number system to find additional cases. Here, I am looking for cases dealing with the Slayer's Rule, the legal principle that a killer may not inherit from the person they have killed. A leading case in Maryland is Ford v. Ford. Let's say that I am interested in the legal principle found in Headnote 4, that the Slayer's Rule does not apply if the killer is not criminally responsible. Note that the topic for this headnote is topic number 124, Descent and Distribution. You will note that there is a link within the headnote, 14 cases that cite this headnote. This will bring me to a list of 14 cases that have cited Ford v. Ford for the proposition in Headnote 4 concerning criminal responsibility. It will also display other types of resources that have cited Ford. If you want to see additional cases that have addressed the issue in Headnote 4, even if they don't cite to Ford, use the topic and key number outline to the left of the headnote. You will note that the outline shows each level of the hierarchy that leads to this specific point of law, key number 51, causing or procuring the death of intestate. When you click on the topic and key number, you will get the digest of cases that fall under this heading. Change the jurisdiction to all states and federal, and you will get every case in the country that has been classified under this key number, a total of 369. If you want to narrow your results, you can specify the jurisdictions you are interested in or search for specific terms within the search results. Lexis also uses headnotes and a topical outline, a classification system, to help researchers find additional relevant cases. You can access the topical outline directly if you want to drill down the classification scheme. Click on the Browse button in the upper left-hand corner. You will see the option to browse by topic. Choose Insurance Law, then Types of Insurance, Life Insurance, Exclusions, and finally, Slayer's Rule. You will get 424 cases that have been classified under the Slayer Rule. You can then fine-tune your search results using the filter panel on the left-hand side. As with Westlaw, if you already have a relevant case, there are two ways to use the Lexis classification system to find additional cases. One significant difference between Lexis and Westlaw is how the headnotes are drafted. Rather than paraphrasing the court's holding, Lexis creates its headnotes by taking language directly from the opinion. It then assigns subject headings to the headnote using the classification outline we just explored. To find other cases that have been classified under a particular topic, you can click on the link in the outline, or click on More Like This Headnote. Be careful with More Like This Headnote. It will retrieve all of the cases classified under any of the topics associated with the headnote, which will often be too big a search result to be useful. Finally, if you only want to see cases that have cited your case for the particular point of law, use Shepherdize Narrow by this headnote. Today we have looked at the classification schemes that Lexis and Westlaw use for case law. Keep in mind that classification systems are used in many different contexts, and they are very helpful in finding additional resources. For instance, books are classified by subject headings that are created by the Library of Congress. When you are in a library catalog, you can click on a subject heading to get additional titles on the same topic. Many scholarly databases also use uniform subject terms to create links to similar articles. We hope this University of Baltimore Law Library presentation has been helpful. If you would like further assistance, please visit the reference desk on the 7th floor. You can also call, email, or chat via the library's webpage.